Action Comics. In this issue, another thrilling adventure of Superman. Superman by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Lifting tremendous weights, jumping stupendous heights and distances, running faster than a bullet, rending steel with his bare hands. These are the astonishing physical attributes which aid Superman, savior of the helpless and oppressed, in his never-ceasing war on injustices. Office of the Chief of Police. Gentlemen of the press, I have summoned you here to witness an announcement of unusual importance. Stow the build-up, Chief, and let's have the info. You're not addressing a ladies' luncheon, Chief. I'll come to the point at once. As you know, a man possessed of super strength named Superman has torn down our slum area, causing modern apartments to replace crowded tenements. Good for him. What the world needs is a couple more guys like him. Regardless of his motives and our personal approval of them, the fact remains that he has wantonly destroyed public property and must pay the full penalty to the law, just like any other transgressor. And you're going to catch Superman? Ho ho. Chief, you're getting funnier every day. We've made every effort to apprehend Superman, and failed. And so now, as a last resort, I've imported Detective Captain Riley. Ever hear of him, boys? Ever hear of him? I should say so. Why, he's the Chicago dick who... Wow. This is an unusual announcement. Boys, here he is in person. Detective Captain Riley, the cop with the 100% record, the officer of the law who always gets his man, the fellow who is going to play Superman behind the bars. Yes, sir, boys. That's me. 100% Riley. Is it true, Riley, that in all your years as a sleuth, you never failed to get your man? Gentlemen, in my entire career, I have been assigned to track down 800 men. And today, all 800 of those men are in prison. Incredible, isn't it? Boys, you can write this down. Superman is as good as in the clink. Right now. Clark Kent, a scribe for the Daily Star, whispers to another reporter. Of all the conceited windbags. Shh. I heard you. Conceited, am I? Why, you measly little insect. I oughto. Don't hit me. I was just joking. Lay off, Riley. He didn't mean anything. So you think I'm a windbag, eh? Well, I'll show you. I'll have Superman captured within 2 days. What do you say to that? Later, at the newspaper office. Clark got his story all right, but he almost got a poke in the jaw in addition. You should have seen his face, Lois. It went white. I was afraid Clark would faint. The coward. Shortly later. Don't forget, Lois. You, promised me I could take you to a movie tonight. Clark Kent. I despise you. What? But you've been so friendly lately. I, was beginning to hope. I absolutely loathe you, you contemptible weakling. Don't you dare even to talk to me anymore. You don't fool me. It's someone else. Tell me, Lois. Who is this person whom you love? Tell me. Don't be silly. Why? Don't lie. I've watched you when you thought you were alone. A tender, faraway look creeps into your eyes. You're thinking of him. Peeping and snooping, eh? I might have expected it of you. Yes, there is someone. Who? He's grand. He's glorious. He's terrific. He's everything you're not. Brave, bold, handsome, superb. Who is he? Superman. Slowly, as though stunned, Clark releases Lois. Superman. Yes. Now go away, and don't bother me. Dazed, bewildered, crushed, Kent walks slowly off. Maybe I was too harsh with him, but I can't help it. He sickens me. He turns into an empty office. Lois. In love with Superman. But once the door is shut behind him, an amazing thing occurs. His woeful expression disappears. He clutches his sides and doubles, then shrieks with laughter. Another moment, and I couldn't have suppressed it any longer. Police headquarters. You've been sitting at my desk for the last 3 hours smoking up my cigars. When are you going to do something about capturing Superman? Patience, sir. I'm thinking. Thinking? Is that what you believe we had you transferred to this city for? I've been doing some thinking myself. If you don't give out with some action right away. Action! That's it! Action! Have I your permission to handle this case my own way, Chief? Certainly. But for heaven's sake, get started. Or, hello, operator? I want action. Connect me with the editor of every newspaper in town. Ah, you've got an idea. You bet. Just listen. Hello, editor of the Daily Star? Police headquarters calling. Get this. A $5,000 reward will be awarded to the person causing the capture and arrest of Superman. Why, are you crazy? Now take it easy, Chief. You said I could handle this case my own way, didn't you? Well, that's the way I always start off. I see that a large reward is offered for a desperado's capture. Then, I collect it myself. Lois receives a shock when she sees the afternoon headlines. Daily Star, $5,000 reward for Superman capture. No. No. How awful. Mortimer Snoop, an amateur detective, also cites the headlines. $5,000. A tidy sum. What I couldn't do with $5,000. At that instant, I don't want to live. If I could only die. Doctor, what's wrong? It's Saunders. Mental patient. He slugged me and crawled through that window. We've got to stop him before he kills himself. Calling car KT. Proceed to the city hospital. Patient attempting suicide. Holy mackerel. Did you hear that? Please, boss. Can I cover it? Go to it, Kent. Get him! Can't! He's out of reach! Within an alley, a short distance off, Clark Kent strips off his outer garments and stands revealed in the Superman costume. Not a second to waste. Oh my goodness. As Superman leaps upward, out of view, he does not realize that Mortimer Snoop had been an accidental witness to the transformation. He jumped out of sight. My lord. It It must have been Superman. $5,000. A telephone. I've got to find a telephone. Hello? Hello? For gosh sakes. I mean, is this Detective Captain Riley? About that $5,000. Do I get it if I tell you where you can capture Superman? You know where Superman is? Speak up, man. Where are you? Never mind about the reward. We'll settle that later. I'll be right down. Why, Captain Riley? What's your hurry? Wouldn't you hurry too, babe? If you had a date with $5,000? Later. You the Mortimer Snoop who phoned me? Quick, what do you know? I saw a man remove some clothes over there, then jump into the sky. I'm sure it was Superman. Now about the reward. No identification marks on these garments. All I can do is wait and hope he returns for them. If he does, I'll nab him. You'll nab him? But I saw him first. Sir, are you trying to jip me out of the reward money? If this nut thinks he's gonna get a cut out of my $5,000, he's got another guess coming. Why don't you run along, bud? There's liable to be some shooting when Superman shows up. I'll remain if you don't mind. If he thinks he's going to bilk me out of my reward money, he's very much mistaken. And so, with the vision of Superman and $5,000 almost in their grasp, the two begin an impatient wait. For minutes, the lunatic has remained poised on the ledge, undecided as to whether he should jump or not. It's so far to the street. It might hurt me. But then, it'll be over in a minute. Finally, he jumps. Ah! From atop another building. He's leapt. Can I make it? Superman launches himself out and downward in a frantic effort to save the demented man's life. Fingers almost touching. Pavement near. Got him! Next instant, as Superman strikes the sidewalk, it explodes in a hail of stony fragments, but the maniac is saved. Oh, that was a matter of seconds. As attendants rush from the hospital, here, take him. But who? What? Before they can stammer questions, Superman springs away. Now to pick up my clothes and write the news article. What's keeping the guy anyway? Maybe he won't show up. I wish this lug would scram. Quite possible. If only I could get rid of him, I'd have the reward all to myself. Uh-oh. What's this? Looks like my big mouth persecutor, Detective Captain Riley. I'll keep a sharp lookout. This may prove entertaining. If I pretend to leave, maybe he'll do the same. I could sneak back later and capture Superman myself. Well, I'm giving up this false alarm chase. I'd advise you to do the same. Goodbye. He's going. Good. I'll pretend to do the same, and sneak back later. I believe you're right. Goodbye, Detective Captain. Heh. He's leaving all right. Soon the coast will be clear. Boy, have I got brains. No sign of Riley. Now to sneak back. 1 minute later, the two meet again, face to face, on the same spot. You? I dropped something when I left. Thought I'd stroll back and look for it. You're lying, you sneaking little pipsqueak. You wanted to cop the reward dough for yourself. Don't get violent. Look! What? The clothes. They're gone. He returned and got them while we were gone. You scheming rat. It was entirely your fault. You were partially to blame yourself. Above them. I'm afraid the detective captain is burning up. Eluding the pursuing Riley, Snoop darts into an alley and triumphantly removes a slip of paper from his jacket. Little does Riley suspect, but I extracted this from a pocket of the suit before it disappeared. A memorandum. Must remember to attend the Duncan reception tonight. So Superman will be at this party, eh? Well, so shall I. $5,000. You're practically on my bank book right now. That evening, Snoop presents himself at the Duncan home, but receives an unexpected rebuff. But I tell you, it's important I enter. Sorry, sir. No one can enter without an invitation. I can't muff this opportunity. I've got to do something. Wait. I've got it. Hello. Daily Star? May I speak to the Society editor? Lois, working overtime, answers the phone. She isn't in, but can I take the message? I want to get into the Duncan residence to make an important capture. I definitely know that Superman will be there. If you can get me into the party, I'll see that your paper gets the story first. My name? Mortimer Snoop. I must get to the party first, and warn Superman. I believe I can help you. Meet me in front of the Duncan residence. Later. Here she is. She'll tell you to let me in. Good evening, Miss Lane. Shall I admit this person who persists he knows you? I don't know him. And I don't care to. That means you exit. Now get going before I call the police. I've been double-crossed. She wants to reward money for herself. As a last resort, Snoop phones Riley. Riley? This is Snoop. Listen, I've practically got Superman in the palm of my hand. Hurry here at once. I canceled an important engagement for this. If it's a bum steer, I'll get us into the Duncan home, and we've got him. That moment, at the party. Clark, it's you! Oh, I've never been happier to see anyone in all my life. But, this afternoon. Clark, someone has learned Superman is to be here tonight. You've got to help me find and warn him. But how will I recognize him? And besides, why should I help you after all you said today? Sorry, but I'm not to admit you'll be really sorry if you try to stop us. Police headquarters. Phooey to you. There are fully 24 men here. How in heck are we to know which is Superman? It's possible he may again be wearing ordinary clothes over his uniform. If such is the case, all we need do is search everyone, and we'll have our man. Too late. That horrid little man is here with the policeman. Why didn't you help me while we had time? I hope they don't search everyone. I'm still wearing my uniform under these clothes. I'm Detective Captain Riley from headquarters. All the men line up against the wall to be searched. This is one time Superman won't get away from me. From us, you mean? Well, well. So it's 100% Riley, still on the trail of the big bad villain. Do you by any chance also suspect me of being Superman? Who knows? Maybe you are. Get back in line. I ain't taking any chances. Keep your eyes open, fella, and you'll see Detective Captain Riley make the greatest arrest of his brilliant career. The search begins. Careful, Captain. I'm ticklish. Shut your yap. Oh, Riley! Riley! Well, what do you want? About the reward. I'll get it, won't I? Clark holds his breath. Soon, it will be his turn to be searched. And then, discovery of his true identity is inevitable. Of all the nerve, I capture Superman, and you want the reward? Well, I'll at least get a small portion of the $5,000, won't I? Beat it, you insect! You bother me. Get this straight. That reward dough goes to me alone. Every penny of it. You're next, Palsy. If I only had an opportunity to do something without giving away my secret. But the truth will be out now. In a matter of moments. Double-cross me, will he? I'll show him. If I don't get that reward money, no one will. Infuriated at Riley's attitude, Snoop reaches for the light switch. The lights! Who did that? Turn them on! Quick! Whoever did this will get a poke in. Oh my gosh. Standing in the center of the room, the object of the detective captain's search. Looking for me, Riley? Superman! Simultaneously, Riley and Snoop leap for their prey. Got you! At last! He's mine! Both crash against Superman the same instant. Skulls meet super tough skin, stunning them into unconsciousness. You're mistaken, boys. I've got you. Seizing his discarded garments, Superman springs through a nearby window. Lois rushes to look after him. He was colossal. But I didn't even have an opportunity to speak to him. Shucks. Next morning headlines. Daily Star. 99% Riley leaves town in hurry. Attempt to capture Superman. A failure. The end. Further adventures of Superman are to be found only in Action Comics. Don't miss an issue.